Hello again, YouTube. This is Peter, and I'm here to bring you a completely pointless video about Return of the Jedi. Now, the other day, I had this minor epiphany, and it's one of those things that once I thought about it, I thought that makes complete sense. However, number one, I probably should have realized that years ago. Number two, I'm sure that this has already been observed and then discussed to death. Nonetheless, I've never heard of it. Now, I'm not super into Star Wars. I don't go on every single forum and constantly immerse myself in it. But so maybe, again, this has probably been discussed to death before, but I have never personally heard this pointed out. So I had the line pop into my head: with the Imperial fleet spread throughout the galaxy in a vain effort to engage us. And I took that line, it popped in my head, I don't remember why, but I took the line and I turned it on its head. And in doing so, I thought, no shit, it's a trap. Of course the Empire's laying a trap, and you kind of have to be a moron not to realize that from the jump. Now, for those of you, the three people in the audience who don't have Return of the Jedi memorized and don't remember off the top of your head what I'm talking about, then as Mon Mothma is giving the briefing about attacking the Death Star, she's explaining the situation, and she says, with the Imperial fleet spread throughout the galaxy in a vain effort to engage us, it will be relatively undefended, it being the Death Star. So, look at it from the point of view of the Empire, right? You are desperately trying to engage the Rebel fleet in a set-piece battle where you can destroy many of their capital ships and cripple their fleet. And they're constantly evading you, staging hit-and-run attacks. So what could you do in order to force them to engage en masse? I don't know, maybe give them an irresistible target, like another Death Star. Hey, better yet, let's have the Emperor be at that Death Star. Then they really couldn't resist attacking it. So, obviously, when you look at it from the point of view of the Imperial fleet, they're going to desperately want to lure the rebels into a trap. And how are they going to lure the rebels into a trap? With an irresistible target. Another Death Star, the Emperor at the Death Star, it seems to be undefended. And of course she says, many Bothans died to bring us this information. But look, if your spies are dying, that's usually a bad sign. It means that your intelligence network has quite possibly been compromised. That they're probably on to the fact that you're on to something. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my mind. Maybe I just watched too much spy crap. But anyway, that was my little minor epiphany. Now you can all go ahead and tell me, well, of course, that's obvious. But here's the thing. It's obvious when you stop and think about it, and other people have probably pointed out, of course, the Empire is going to want to spring a trap. But I've never heard it discussed in any sort of any discussion of plot holes or flaws of the movie or that sort of thing. It's obviously a trap. The rebels are idiots for not realizing it's a trap. And, oh, it's a trap! Like, you're fucking surprised? Really? Come on. Anyway, completely frivolous video. Have a good whatever time it is.